So Libra, your week beginning October the 6th begins with Mercury, the planet of communication, moving into the part of your scope, joining up with the thrust of Mars, which is very much to do with how you think or talk about your resources. If you have been creative recently, you can also start to note the progress you're making, and that doesn't have to be financial. It can be how you feel about yourself, because valuing yourself is going to be an important theme throughout the rest of October. But you may find yourself pretty proactive when it comes to squeezing a bit more from your resources, being canny around your purchases. Now, Tuesday, of course, does see a full moon in your opposite sign. Now, the sign of Aries, where the moon is, can be very passionate. It's possible that someone feels that recently you've been so focused on something that's very important to you that they felt a little left out, perhaps all the way to a little neglected. But perhaps it's you who's feeling that someone's not tuning into your needs. All sorts of relationships come under the cosmic microscope over the next couple of weeks. What I would say is on this particular event, Venus, your ruler, is in a very beneficial link to Jupiter, the planet of fortune. If you're discussing anything around a contractual or business matter, I feel the quiet soundings, the diplomacy that you've been deploying over some time could come back to you in a very helpful way. Now, at the very heart of this week, Venus and Jupiter forge a glittering alliance, which can be very, very lucky. And that could play out as far as your professional situation is concerned. You may even hear from someone completely unexpectedly, perhaps someone you did try to contact some while ago, and it could be some good news that they deliver. Now, as the week goes on, Venus, your ruler, then goes face to face with Saturn. If you're in a close relationship, and there does seem to be a little bit of an imbalance between who does and contributes what on the domestic front, I feel that this aspect could bring that situation to the boil. And it may be something that does need to be grappled with. And this could be where someone makes the point that you have been so tied up with the things that are important to you, and perhaps not making quite as much of a conscious contribution as they would like. Try to hear them out, Libra. I think it is better to do that. But in a relationship which hasn't been working quite so well, I do feel, and on the back of that full moon, someone could raise some angles, some issues that you just weren't expecting, and they could prove to be a little bit intransigent and hard to relate to. And of course, that's one of your best qualities. So you may need to be quite resilient this week in terms of other people's viewpoints, but what you can do is start to convert your recent hard work, application and effort into something more tangible, and there could be a big breakthrough with your work. If you've yet to watch your year 2026 deep dive forecast, please see the link beneath this video. Also, check out my special offer for your personal forecast for next year. You can get the rest of this year free, 30% off your life roadmap report as well, which gives searing insights, but also get my free gifts of love, general, Vedic Indian and Chinese forecasts for the coming year. Please see the link below for more.